My name's Leandra Box. I work at the Race Equality Foundation. I am the Deputy Chief Executive and Director of Programmes. Strengthening Families, Strengthening Communities is a group-based programme to enhance healthy lifestyles and promote positive, violence-free communities for children and young people. It's designed to meet the needs of Black, Asian and minority ethnic parents, but also for a range of other parents, particularly people from marginalised communities. So that might be teenage parents or young fathers, for example. The programme aims to connect people to their culture and their previous experiences of family life, to reflect on their own parenting and how it impacts the decisions they make with regards to their children. We've always been really interested in making sure that fathers are engaged in our parenting work. We know that they play a really important role in family life. We also know that often fathers don't attend parenting programmes or are not prioritised by agencies that work around family life and parenting. We've spent quite a lot of time improving our materials, thinking about our training processes, who we train and how we train people, as well as where we deliver services and when we deliver them, to try to enhance the way that we work with fathers and to better engage, both recruit and retain fathers in our work. We've always been really interested in reaching fathers in all kinds of spaces, including fathers in prison. We've carried out some work in prisons previously where we were trying out bits of our programme and our delivery and found that it was always really well received. So for us it seemed like an obvious fit to think about how we meet the needs of young fathers in prison.
What would have helped me manage my relationship with my children is support networks in prison that are trained to give support, with people like myself and to rebuild family ties. Definitely, because it was just self-inflicted, it was just about myself, learning the skills. Also, other prisoners, I learned from other prisoners as well, so it would have been very helpful, like as if, there were programs or courses inside which would give myself a better understanding and others about parenting. Me personally, I wish that I had a program like this when I was in prison, so that for me, it's not just it's as much as it's directed to fathers and children, and maintaining that relationship. To me, it's also about becoming a better person, being able to interact with any individual on a more effective and progressive level. A lot of the techniques is not just something you could use with your children, it's techniques you could use in professional and personal relationships, intimate relationships, friendships. It's a lot about understanding how to interact with people rather than just projecting your image onto the world, which can be misunderstood a lot of the times, and I feel I went through that.
I didn't get a manual when I had my children, and a lot of the chaos that probably happened is probably because I had no experience, I had no guidance really, except from family, and family can only guide you based on what they know. They don't have a manual either. So, we did this and it worked out fine for you, and this worked out fine for you, but that doesn't mean it's the right way of doing things. We want it to end up in prison. We want the governors to take this on, especially in the new prisons that look all fancy and stuff. We want them to take it on. We want them to incorporate it into their roster, so that prisoners can actually take this course and you can't just take my word for it, you have to do the course. It would have made a big difference to our lives. It wouldn't have taken me 5 years to make a change. I would have done it in the time I was there for my sentence.